Selamat pagi tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Happy good morning to ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Asia E University webinar series. Today we have the webinar entitled Mr. Boat APEL Q. APEL for the Award of Academic Qualifications, APEL Q, is the award of academic qualifications to individual learners through evaluation and assessment of prior experiential learning towards fully accredited programs offered by higher education providers in Malaysia. APEL Q provides a mechanism to recognize the prior experiential learning of an individual that is relevant and specific to a program. The Award of Academic Qualifications, APEL Q, will be granted based on the knowledge, skills and competencies acquired through formal, informal or non-formal learning. At AEU, we safeguard the integrity and credibility of the award of APEL Q by complying with MQA standards and assessed by Asia E Advisory Panel. Today, we are very fortunate to have Professor Dr. Titik Hawa, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Asia E University and the head of APEL unit. Welcome, Prof. Prof, my first question to you. To complete the cycle of APEL, from providing access, that is APEL A, to award of credit APEL C for the individual courses in the program, the final stage would be the introduction of APEL Q. What is the definition of APEL Q? Justifications for APEL Q, the core principles of APEL Q, the purpose and objective, and also the scope. Prof, over to you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Auzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. I'm very fortunate today to have this opportunity to share with all of you the implementation of APEL, which is the accreditation of prior experiential learning for the Award of Qualification, APEL Q, in Asia E University. So back to your question, Prof. As you have mentioned, currently MQA is promoting the three types of APEL. APEL A for admission, APEL C for credit award, and recently APEL Q for the Award of Qualification. And as you have mentioned, APEL A is for admission, so which means that APEL A, whereby we evaluate the prior experiential learning of particular candidates against the competencies, okay, and basic knowledge, and from there we would determine that the student is competent and able to be admitted into particular programs. Okay, so that is APEL A. While APEL C, APEL C, again, this is for students who are currently registered into a particular programs. So the students can look at the subjects, look at the learning outcomes of particular subjects of course, and the student can choose or opt to be evaluated for that particular subjects based on their prior experiential learnings. So which means that the student can compile their prior experiential learnings and be assessed against the course learning outcomes. So if the students pass all the course learning outcomes for that particular subject, of course, he or she can be awarded with the credit for that particular subject, of course. So which means that the student do not need to register for a subject, take the course, sit for the exam and so on. What they need to do, they can prove, based on their prior experiential learning, okay, whereby their prior experiential learning will be evaluated against the course learning outcome, and when they pass, they can be awarded the credit. And by APEL C, yeah, actually it is very beneficial to the students. Yeah, they can reduce the duration of time for the study, and it also means that they can reduce, yeah, the cost of their studies. And the recent one, which is APEL Q, yeah, which is the accreditation of prior experiential learning for the Award of Qualification. Okay, so here, yeah, actually give a big opportunities, yeah, for students who have accumulated a long years of prior experiential learning, yeah, either from short courses, work experience, yeah. So maybe before they don't have the time, yeah, to further their studies, so mostly they spend their time in accumulating the experience. So now, yeah, they can compile all their experience, yeah, and put forward to be evaluated against the program learning outcomes of fully accredited programs, yeah. And once they pass all the program learning outcomes, yeah, they can be awarded with the degree. It may sound simple, but actually there's a rigor assessment, yeah, to be conducted, yeah. So the rationale behind APEL Q, yeah, to give the opportunity, yeah, for students who have, as you said, missed the boat, yeah, before, yeah, and of course by this their prior experiential, either through their work experience, so actually they have accumulated, yeah, the learning and also the skills. So now what we are going to do, yeah, we are going to evaluate, yeah, the learning and also the skills that they have accumulated, yeah, against the achievement of the program learning outcomes. Yeah, so all this tacit knowledge that they have gained, yeah, so we are going to evaluate them. Yeah, so that's the purpose of APEL Q. Yeah, and for APEL Q, yeah, it is a voluntary process. Yeah, the student willing to go through all the assessment, yeah, and to be evaluated. Currently, there are four, yeah, types of assessment that is going to be conducted for APEL Q evaluation. So the first one is portfolio, the second one is field validation visit, the third is challenge test, and finally the capstone course. So for APEL Q, yeah, we ensure the assessment, yeah, is conducted with high quality, yeah, reliability and validity, and also thoroughness, yeah, and also and openness, yeah, to the students, so that the student will be prepared to go through the process of APEL Q, Prof.
Yeah, we want to know more detail about these processes later on. So my next question is, what are the general policies, and describe the processes for the Award of Academic Qualifications. Can you tell us what is unique about APEL Q at Asia E University in terms of its resources?
Okay. Okay. So, but before that, I would like to share. Yeah. So the principle of APEL Q is actually to promote lifelong learning. Yeah, and of course, Ministry of Higher Education, yeah, has been extensively promoting lifelong learning. Yeah, whereby it promote, yeah, the working adults, yeah, to continue their studies, yeah, in terms of upgrading their skills and also upgrading their knowledge. So it also, yeah, for the purpose of ensuring greater access and equality, yeah, to the academic programs. Yeah, so it also provide the opportunity for the students, yeah, to progress in their career. Okay, So back to the criteria who can apply for APEL Q. So APEL Q is basically based on the working experience in the relevant field. Yeah, so we evaluate the background of particular candidates, yeah, whether they are eligible or not for APEL Q, yeah, based on the minimum number of years of working experience in the relevant field. So as shown in the slide, that for example, if a candidate would like to apply for APEL Q for a certificate level, yeah, the minimum number of years of working experience in relevant field is 5 years. For diploma, 10 years. For advanced diploma, 12 years. For bachelor degree, 15 years. For master's degree, 20 years. And for doctoral degree, 25 years. Okay, so this is the main filtering, yeah, to determine whether a candidate eligible or not to go through the APEL Q. Yeah, and of course, how a candidate can apply, yeah. So of course they can apply through our marketing arm, yeah. So they can express their intention, yeah, to apply APEL Q, a particular program. Okay, and then based on their CV, we're going to see whether they are eligible or not. Yeah. So once we find that they are eligible, yeah, for every student who apply for APEL Q, we will assign them an advisor. So which means that we assist the student, yeah, in going through the APEL Q process. We don't just leave them alone, you know, going through it. There will be an advisor for individual students who can guide the student on how to go through the assessment. So the first before they start the assessment, of course, we would like to see whether the student is eligible or not. Yeah, so there will be the first part is self-assessment, but this self-assessment is just to gauge, yeah, the experience that the students have. Yeah, then after that only the process of APEL Q assessment will start. Yeah, so for example, for the portfolio, yeah, whereby the students will accumulate compile all the evidences of their working experience, their experiential learning, yeah, and then the portfolio will be evaluated, yeah, against the program learning outcomes. Yeah, so there are rubrics has been developed, yeah, and the student will be evaluated, yeah, on the portfolio that they have compiled against the rubrics of the program learning outcomes. Then it goes to the field visit validation, whereby we're going to conduct the field visit validation, yeah, at the working place of the candidate, okay, and followed by challenge test, yeah, and finally the capstone. Yeah, so AEU is putting quality, yeah, as the main criteria in all process, yeah, of APEL Q assessment. So for APEL Q, for each of the assessment method, there will be 2 assessors and 1 moderator. So which means that we ensure, yeah, the evaluation will be done fairly and thoroughly, Prof.
Yeah. Am I correct to say that the first criteria will be the number of years of experience?
Correct.
Okay, so then it is easy to remember, because if level 3 is 5 years, so every level will be a multiple of 5 years.
Correct.
So until the PhD.
Yes.
Okay, so now I move on to the next question, Prof. Before a learner decides to apply APEL Q, the learner must know and understand each stage of APEL Q processes. Can you enlighten the prospect on the application process for learners, particularly at Asia E University? How does Asia E ensure integrity and credibility of the qualifications awarded through APEL Q. What are the criteria that a candidate must fulfill before the award of academic qualifications?
Yes, yes.
This is very uh, uh, important question, Prof.
Yes. Okay. So yes, we have come up with the assessment framework, for APEL Q to ensure, the assessment is done with high integrity, quality, and also fairness. Okay. So as I mentioned just now, there are 4 types of assessment. A portfolio, field visit, validation, challenge test, and capstone. So first students have to look at the program learning outcomes. And just now I also mentioned that every student, they will be assigned to an advisor. So which means that together with the advisor, the student will go through the process of assessment. So the advisor, the role is to advise the student how to go through the assessment, how to compile the portfolio, so that the evidence are sufficient to prove that they achieve the program learning outcomes. So when it comes to field visit validation, this is to validate the evidences mentioned in their portfolio. So what we do, we go to the identified employers of the candidate. So from there, we gather all the evidences, get the information from their boss, their colleagues. So it will be a 360 degrees evaluation for the candidate. So the field visit validation is going to be conducted thoroughly, and it will also be assessed according to the learning clusters in Malaysian qualification framework. So we can see the process of APEL Q is very thorough. But of course, normally the candidate should be able to fulfill the requirement, because they have this massive number of years of working experience. So as mentioned, as Prof has mentioned just now, for every level is a 5 years of experience. So by right they can produce that, the evidence, but of course they need guidance from the advisor. So that's where the role of the advisor is very important. So we assign a one-to-one advisor to our APEL Q candidate.
Okay. So does this APEL Q applies to research program, Prof?
Oh, okay. APEL Q is applicable to all levels, which means that from certificate up to doctoral, or in MQF level of learning from level 3 to level 8. But the doctoral level is specifically for the doctoral level by coursework or mismode, not for fully by research.
Including the masters, you can't
Yes, not for fully by research. It's only for coursework.
Oh, okay.
Masters by coursework.
Okay, last question, Prof. As I mentioned just now, the quality assurance is very important.
Yes.
It is an integral part of APEL Q process.
Correct.
How has AEU safeguarded the credibility and integrity through the implementation of the same standard rigor of assessment and processes?
Yes.
Over to you, Prof.
Yes, Prof. Thank you, Prof. Yes, in Asia University, we really uphold the quality aspect in all our process. So for APEL Q, we have come up with the standard operating procedures in all the assessment process. So which means that it start from the development of the instruments, whereby all the quality process has been taken into consideration. For example, when we develop an assessment instrument, it has to be moderated. So it's not only comes from the assessor, but it has the assessment instrument has to be moderated to ensure the validity and also the reliability and also the fairness of the instrument. So so for every step that we do, we have a check and balance there. And when we identify assessors or moderators, we look at their background. They have to be of a certain level of qualification, and also they are in terms of experience, in terms of the relevant field. We ensure for that as well. So yes, in AEU, we really make sure that all the process is being carried out according to the SOPs. Other than that, before we can implement APEL Q, we have to go through the evaluation by our qualification agency, and Alhamdulillah we have gone through that. So this proved that the APEL Q process in AEU, it has reached or satisfied the standard set by MQA.
So that is to say that the APEL Q qualifications is equivalent to the normal academic qualifications.
Yes, Prof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of in the normal qualification, at the end we evaluate against the program learning outcome. We look at the achievement of the program learning outcome. So it's the same thing for APEL Q. Yes. Okay. When we want to award the degree, we have to look at the achievement of the program learning outcomes.
I can see the journey is almost the same, because for academic program, they have the academic qualification first, then the experience. This is the experience and followed by the academic qualifications. So,
true.
The journey is almost
it's true.
Similar.
And actually the principle of APEL Q is similar to credit award. So let's say the total credit for a particular program. For example, we have a doctoral of business admin program. So we have the coursework part, which constitute of 24 credits, from the 7 subjects. So based on all the assessments, the 3 assessments, which is portfolio, field visit validation, and also challenge test. Okay, so when the student pass all the program learning outcomes, they are eligible to be awarded that 24 credits. And the final 56 credit, that will be based on the capstone course, which is for DBA, the 56 credit from the dissertation. So we can see the concept is still the same, like APEL C, it is a credit award, but it is done via portfolio, field visit validation, and also the challenge test, whereby at the end, when the student receive their transcript, they will see all the subjects in the program, and they are being awarded all the credits, and finally the capstone course. When they do the capstone course, of course they will be awarded the credit for the capstone course, and finally they fulfill the total credit requirements for the award of degree for the particular programs.
No wonder you call this, you name this webinar "Miss the Boat," because it is meant for those who have, missed the opportunity because of a busy work schedule and so on. And then now they want to go back to the academic line. So this is the opportunity. And I would like, Prof, before we end the session, what will be your advice to to those people who have missed this boat?
Yes. Okay, so for those who miss the boat, yeah, but don't consider yourself as missing the boat. You are not. You are actually rowing the boat along the way, but it is a longer period. Yeah. So all the experiences that you have gained or you have accumulated, it is all very valuable and can be evaluated, yeah, against the program learning outcome, you know, for you to be eligible to be awarded with the degree. So basically, to say missing the boat, maybe we we need to look at it, yeah. So it's just as you said, get the experience, then only the degree will be awarded. So what you are doing now, okay, you are accumulating the experience. So as you see, the requirement just now, 20 years for master's level, 25 years for doctoral level, and you will not be evaluated based on whether if you want to do masters, you already have your bachelor or not. The evaluation do not look into what was your previous highest qualification. It 100% being evaluated based on the number of years of working experience in the relevant field.
Yeah. Okay, Prof. I'd like to thank you for your time and also for your informative concept about APEL Q. And with that, I would like to thank you again, and we would like to talk to you more about APEL Q to AEU staff and so on.
Yes.
And thank you very much to my technical team.
Yes.
And have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you very much.